Hello everyone, my name is Mitz, and we're at Phoenix Wright Shadows of the Justice. So last time, there's just so many people just going missing. This is like the true ghost of the entire fan game series, just going through it. Move away, Haunted Turnabout, we're going through this. Hopefully, like, that's already been, hopefully that gets sorted out as this episode goes along. Just this whole section of the trial, it's like that's fixed somehow. I doubt it, but it's fun to imagine. And you say you were with him the whole time in the building? Well, guess what, Bucker? You're fucking wrong. Hugo, about what you said, were you really with Mr. Tickets the whole time? Oh yeah, we were working together the whole time. ... Okay, never mind. I thought it would be done. Okay, never mind. What seems to matter, Mr. Wright? This ought to be good. Somehow, Prosecutor Hawk must have known. I've here written testimony from the defendant. It says that you two did meet that night, but you were not working together the whole time. What? Order? Witness, are you lying in the stand? No, honest, I really did see... Did I? Oh my god. What is it? Well, you see, I got confused and went missing too. Confused? What do you mean by that? Well, you see, I've been working with the Jigs all week. He and I have been working together in the same rooms. I guess, you know, I misplaced the times we were working together? God. That doesn't sound like a good excuse. It's true, though. I work with Mr. Gitz so much. I kind of had it stuck in my head that we were working together that night. It happens, you know. Prosecutor Hawk, what do you think? Can we continue to hear from this witness? Well, he's doing a good job helping my case. Okay. Hey, Four Eyes, I'm on your side with Mr. Diggets. Well, guess what? You're digging your own grave right now. Well, if that's true, then why don't you tell something else? Mr. Diggets was with you that night, yes? On the same floor? He was. However, as the defense has pointed out, you weren't together in the same rooms. How do you even know he was in the C building the entire time? Hawk makes a good point. Can we prove that Mr. Diggets was even in C building? I can prove that. Can you know? Yeah, Your Honor, I can. Just hear me out, please. Very well. Let's hear another testimony from the witness. Nick, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this. I'm already getting a bad feeling about this because you're not here. Same here. Oh boy. I'm gonna assume like the next investigation is gonna make sure all these all the character sprites are actually in order instead of them just appearing in and out of nowhere, thin air, into the wisp of the will, into the darkest of the forest next time. So I hopefully they sort it out. He can work it. Wait, hold on. He can work it, you say. Why say it like that? Yeah, sorry about before. I got mixed up. But I'm telling you, Mr. Dickens was definitely working. I remember because he was prepared for work. He was prepared. I checked the rooms he was in. They were all cleaned. Wait, what? So you're basing the fact that a few rooms were cleaned as proof the defendant wasn't C-building the whole time? That's right! Mr. Dickens doesn't slack off like I do. He's the greatest! Wait, what? That's some admiration you have for the defendant? Tell me about it. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Okay, yeah. See, everyone just going missing now, Casey. He can work it. Sorry, before I got mixed up. I think this professor gets the bigger ones. Mr. Dickens was definitely working. You know for a fact that the defendant was working at the time of the murder? Yes! He was... You don't sound certain. It's one of those things which, you know, you just vanish and just don't want to talk about it because you're just so not sure. So hide yourself. You can feel that someone is there, like, what's that stuff called? Something, what? You gotta be kidding me. That can't be how he knew. Well, there's that, but there's also this. I remember because he was prepared for work. Because he was prepared for work? What? He was prepared for work. How do you know this? Mr. Jacobs always has his equipment with him. I noticed that he had his handcart down the hall at the time we were cleaning. His handcart? Mr. Jacobs keeps all his cleaning supplies on his cart, so I'm sure he was using it when he was cleaning. So if he had his equipment with him, he must have been doing his job on the floor. Perhaps this can be added to the testimony. Witness, please add to the info about the mob cart. Sure, no problem. I remember seeing the mob cart out in the hallway while I was working. Well, it went missing at some point, but don't know if we can send it right here. Maybe you present, like, I guess, like, was it there the entire time? You're sure about that? Okay, okay, just in the sound of that question, we're presenting it. Of course I am. How can I forget something like a mob cart in a hallway? I could say several things right here. You were forgetful a little while ago, you know. And also missing a while ago, apparently, too. But now that I think about it, remember something from yesterday about that cart. If we're gonna get further in this trial, I have to point out something to Hugo. When we checked the rooms he was in, I remember seeing the mob cart on the hallway I was working. Yeah, okay, so we present this here. Guess what? I went missing. Hadoy. Like you do several times a day. On this stand right now. Hugo, I hate to stop you, but I wonder if I can make something clear. Well, I mean, more like OP, because you can see through everyone's goddamn bodies until you can't see them anymore. You said you saw Mr. Jacobs' mob cart on the hallway, correct? Yep, I saw in the hallway. That's how I knew Mr. Jacobs was doing his job. Oh, yeah, you do. I see. Did I mention this before? Like, it's one thing, like, he's, like, I think I mentioned before, like, if he did all, like, clean up every single classroom on the floor, like, wouldn't that kind of give him an alibi, unless, you know, he's extremely good at his job? Because what was it? If he did all the clean all the floors before, you know, going to the crime scene, like, they'll place him like he didn't have any sort of time at all to, you know, kill the victim. Although, just from the sounds of it, well, I guess we have to go and prove the whole bloodstain thing. I see. And when exactly did you see the mob cart? Well, I saw it, well, he brought it with him when he came to C building, so I assumed he used it the whole night. Sigh. I wonder, is this going anywhere, Mr. Wright? Yes, because I'm right always 100% of the time. Why do you think this mob cart is important to bring up? Well, I talked with the defendant yesterday, and he said this. After I finished with the sweeping, I went to get the cart, but when I went to get it, it disappeared. Your custodial cart disappeared? I had almost all my equipment in it. Didn't think about it until now, but I'm sure someone made off with it. Mr. Jacobs' cart disappeared. Tell us, Hugo. Did you happen to notice it missing that night as well? I think I may have not noticed it missing. Oh my god. Order? Mr. Wright? Where are you going with this line of questioning? Well, I didn't want to bring it up at first, but if Hugo didn't notice the custodial cart in the hallway missing, his testimony comes into question. Again. Yay. If you didn't notice a missing mob cart, how could you be able to notice that the defendant was on the same floor? I thought the two. I think it's better he brings it up rather than me. Yeah. Wait. I'm not done yet? Oh, God. I may not have noticed Mr. Jacobs on the floor at all that night when I was working. And I know I might not have noticed his cart missing. He met with me when I finished working C building. Finished working? That's right. We first met up at C building and then started our work. We didn't see each other until we were both finished. So it wasn't that long until we met up again. So what you're saying is, the time that led to the meeting and departing wasn't that long. How long was it before the self-defended again? I don't know. What's that? Well, yeah, I don't exactly remember how long it was before I saw Mr. Jacobs again. You don't remember? Well, I'm really listening to the music of my MP3 player. I guess I lost track of time. What? It's not like I was expecting a murder to happen that night. What now, Nick? I don't know. I don't even think I want to know. Yeah, get off the stand, you. I've come to a decision. The testimony from this witness has been rather, well, like a broken bridge, ready to fall apart. I couldn't have summed that up any better. However, I believe time plays a vital role in this testimony. Time, sir? Yes. If we take the time to listen to some more, we may be able to determine the defendant's whereabouts, time-wise. I get it. We can determine the time frame when Hugo and Mr. Dickens met again. We might be able to prove it was impossible for Mr. Dickens to commit the murder. Oh, okay, so we're going with that whole idea of, like, if he cleaned all the classrooms and still managed to come back, how long does it take to move from one building to another? Mr. Fanboy, I want you to tell us about what you were doing that night, between the time you met and departed with the defendant. Can you do that for us? Nope. Oh, heck yeah, I can. Okay. I'll go into the nitty-gritty and tell you everything, but I thought you're a janitor. I thought you'd, like, clean up after that, so how can you find the nitty-gritty that's already been cleaned up? Please do. Just you wait, Four Eyes. You have 4 eyes as well. Oh my god. I'll give you such a testimony. I'll make your head spin. Your glasses always already make me spin. I'm wearing glasses too, you know. Well, let's hear your new testimony. Oh boy. Time of cleaning. I met up with Mr. Dickens around 8 o'clock in the C building. He was working the art section while I worked the classroom section. Oh, art section? I thought he did the classrooms. We were really busy at night. We worked our butts off. Anyway, it took me a while to finish my side of the run. After I finished, Mr. Dickens met up with me to see if I was done. And that's that. Mr. Dickens no clear. Got it? Okay. Well, it doesn't seem to be anything wrong so far. We can do without the last part, witness. I'm just saying. Well, let's get it over with, shall we? Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Honor. So, what's your strategy, Nick? Well, I didn't pick up anything wrong with this testimony. Yeah. So I guess what I'll do is get some more info out of him. That seems harmless. You say that, but I'm, let's hope so. Yeah. Time of cleaning. I met with Mr. Dickens around 8 o'clock in the C building. That sounds about right. Don't know if we should press that. He was working the art section when I worked the classroom section. This is new to me. So you remembered what side you're working on? Sure did. Mr. Dickens wanted me to take a bigger task. That's why he told me to work the classroom side of C building. Wonder if I should ask him for more detail. Yeah, I don't think we need to. Don't worry about it. Hugo, what did you mean by that? The thing about working the classroom side. Oh, that. Well, see, there's a lot of classrooms in that section. I usually work on all of them with Mr. Dickens, and I guess he felt I could do it on my own. Do you think you can tell us which side is the classroom section of C building? Oh, yeah, that. Oh, it's the right side of the map. There are those 6 rooms there. Wait, he only... You're saying he only did the 3 classrooms on the left side there? What? There does seem to be more rooms on that side than the other. And the left side with the 3 rooms is the art section, yes? Yep, that's it. I'll mark that down just in case. Okay. How did that change the map? Art wing, class wing, okay. Is it talking about, okay, the 3 classrooms there, art wing, and the rest are classes, okay. Did your testimony witness? We were really busy in that night. We worked our butts off. Apparently he worked so hard in 3 rooms. You worked real hard? You bet! Hard work and no play makes us... Wait, oh my god. How does it go again? All work and no play makes Jack a very dull boy. What about Mr. Dickens? Are you sure he was working at the time? We have already established that they were not together. How could he possibly know if the defendant was really working at the time? Well, maybe... I don't see the point in asking what we already know of Mr. Wright. Just sustained. Mr. Hawk really got the one up me. It took a while to finish my side of the run. Yeah, I'd imagine. You had trouble handling your side of the building. No, not really. I mean, well, it takes a while to finish up sometimes. But hasn't the head custodian been teaching you how to clean properly? I mean, yeah, you just got, instead of doing straight lines, you gotta do it in a zigzag sweeping pattern. Don't you know that thing? Also, don't splash. Those tips. Well, you know, I'm what you call a slow learner. Sometimes things go out one ear, not the other. But one side's blocked off by headphones. I don't remember how things worked out the first time. The school was pretty gutsy for hiring someone with such shoddy skills. I asked about this in more detail. I wonder if you can answer a question, Hugo. How do you clean? How long do you take? Did you ask for help? How long do you take? I guess if we're talking about time-wise in this testimony. Do you think you can tell us how long it took you to finish your run? My run? I don't know. What? How do you not know? Well, I really don't pay attention to the time when I'm working a room. I usually have my music cranked really loud. Okay, that's exactly what you said earlier. I was wondering if anything happened there. Well, do you think you can take a guess on how long it takes to clean one room? Maybe about 7 minutes? Yeah, about that long. 7 minutes? That seems a little long to be cleaning one room. Jeez, sorry I'm not perfect. Okay. I didn't mean to offend you. Anyway, you may continue your testimony, witness. Objection! Okay. This has been very informative. Has it, though? Is something the matter, Prosecutor Hawk? Oh, nothing is wrong at all. Wes here has been quite the helper. He's been to tell us through testimony that the defendant had plenty of time to commit the murder. Yeah, I literally was thinking that 6 times 7, that's like... Every single time 7 comes with multiplication, I just can't. I just literally just can't. So let's see, 7 times 6. That's 42. Okay, that's like nearly an hour, half an hour. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's way more enough time. I don't blame you at all for thinking that. What? What does he mean? You haven't noticed it. I take it, Mr. Wright? Oh, don't worry. I'll do all explaining. Hey, Four Eyes, don't think you can get any info on my test. What? As I was saying, it's been said, you met the defendant again after you finished your work in C building. I don't think I've heard this music before. Now let's go over parts of your testimony, shall we? First, you showed us where you were working. The right side here, the 6 rooms, correct? Yeah. The classroom section? Now I'll take that and add this new information in. Takes you approximately 7 minutes to finish one room, yes? Yeah, give or take. I'm failing to see others irrelevant, Mr. Hawk. You want a minute, sir. Did we do a little multiplication? Oh, wow, I didn't see your plan coming. Math? In my courtroom? No, of course not. I'm not good at math. I don't think I want to be at the moment. We take the 6 rooms the witness was working in, and multiply the 7 minutes it takes him to finish each room. Well, what do we get? I'm afraid you'll just have to tell us, Mr. Hawk, because I'm terrible with 7 times 6 multiplication. You see, I left my abacus at home. The answer is 42 minutes, because the answer is always 42. Ah, I see. So what if it was 42 minutes? That doesn't... The victim was killed between the times of 8 and 8:30. Yeah. We can all now agree that there was a window of opportunity for the defendant to head to debuting a murdered Lyle snitch. No way! Yeah. It would seem we're back to where we started. A substantial alibi could not be presented for the defendant. I'm afraid if the witness has nothing more to say, he'll have to be excused. My witness should be arriving shortly, Your Honor. Oh, he's finally out of his meeting by now, huh? I think a 20-minute recess will be enough time to help prepare him. I didn't think things would turn out like this. Prosecutor Hawk saw through Hugo's whole testimony and turned it against me. We'll have to watch out for him the next half of the trial. Otherwise, I'll be over before I know it. But I wanted to help. Very well. This court will take a 20-minute recess. Court is adjourned. All right. I don't know what to... I guess I wasn't really expecting much from him, though. Just some, after how he left, just thinking like, oh yes, I could definitely help out alibi-wise. Yeah, that's gonna be great. I'm sorry, Mr. Diggets. I had no idea things would turn out this way. It's alright. You did your best. I've only talked with Hugo more yesterday. Yeah, he just left completely soon. I was not expecting much. You wouldn't be in this bind. Mr. Tickets! Hugo? Mr. Tickets, please. I didn't mean to get you in more trouble. I'm sorry. Please, sir. I'll do anything to make up to you. All I ask is that... Hugo? Yes, sir? I'll do anything. Your name it. Just give me... I went to TLH and scribbled the bathrooms with a toothbrush. Sir? Now, Hugo. Yes, sir. Poor Hugo. He's only trying to help. I know it's tough, but he has to realize what he did. He has to learn to control his behavior and calm down. Otherwise, he'll become undependable. I don't blame you. But... he's right, Maya. Hugo has to learn to be a bit more responsible. And so do I. Nick? Next one to his testimony is our last chance to turn everything around. Oh, you're thinking back to when you slept in. Yeah. I made a promise to defend Mr. Diggets, no matter what. Yeah! We can't sit here sulking. We have to prepare for the next witness. You guys are really getting into this now. You don't think we do? I guess we do better under pressure. Just you wait, Prosecutor Hawk. I'm not finished yet, even though your eyes are not as good as a hawk, apparently. Okay, to be continued then. I guess we can just go to the next phase right now. Hopefully, the witnesses actually stay, like, you know, completely, what is the word? What is the opposite meaning of a pleek? I don't know. I don't know what's the opposite meaning of it. But not transparent. Untransparent, okay? And before we go more into that, I'm not ending this episode here, but I just want to make sure everything's all in order. Good, everything's still organized, and the Magatama is right next to the badge. Because as right where it should be. Because the last time the Magatama was moved around, I was completely, utterly devastated. Because this is where we're supposed to be! Of course, now back in session. Is your witness ready, Mr. Hawk? He is, Your Honor. Sir. The prosecution would like to call to the stand Mr. Graham Oates. Sir, please tell us your name and occupation. My name is Graham Oates. I'm the assistant principal of Homicide High. Ah, so you're the assistant principal. Oh god. I thought your school was going through a rough time? Very rough. It's nothing that we can overcome, Your Honor. Since it has been put to rest, I'm sure we'll slowly but surely get things back to the way they used to be. A commendable attitude to keep up during harsh times. I just realized, do both of them have the same exact voice I have? Oh god. Oh yay, this would be fun. Now then, 2 nights ago, you witnessed the defendant flee this crime scene, correct? Yes, I did. Oh, that is all I saw, I'm afraid. So forlorn. So you did not witness the actual murder, correct? No, I did not. But it's only a moment after I heard the boy scream. I ran outside my office to see what was going on. The assistant principal's office isn't far from the crime scene. He would have been able to see everything happening from where he was standing, but isn't his office in the floor up, though? I see. Then there should be no margin down his account of events. Very well, please give us your testimony, Mr. Oates. In the hallway. I was working in my office that evening. It was after 8 o'clock that I heard a scream outside the hallway. When I got to the doorway, I saw someone standing over a student. It was Mr. Diggets. When he saw me, he sprang into the hall immediately. After he fled, I ran back to my office to call the police. You say he ran in the hallway, but it's a dead end, so are you saying he fled into a classroom and went out the door then? That's how things went. It could only have been the defendant that took the boy's life. So, this is what Mr. Oates saw. If I don't find a contradiction in his testimony, we're finished. I think it's time we got this over with, Your Honor, sir. Yes? Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. So, I think the one thing that's on my mind the most, looking at all this, is... Where is it? It was after 8 o'clock, I heard a scream. Got to the doorway, I saw someone standing over a student. That, or a Probably this. Let's go with this one. What was this person doing at the time? If I remember correctly, He was searching the body for something. Searching? As soon as he saw me, he made a dash down the hallway. He went to one of the rooms, that's the last I saw of him. Okay, so you're saying he went to a classroom, okay, then. In each class there was a door that leads to the outside. The defendant must have fled through there to get back around to the C building. And you're certain it was Mr. Dickens that you saw flee? Yes, Your Honor, I'm sure that. It was Mr. Dickens. When he saw me, he ran down the hall immediately. After he fled, I ran back to my office to call the police. He left immediately? Just like that? Yes. As soon as he entered the hallway, he fled, leaving the body on the floor. I knew there was something wrong when I saw that knife sticking out of the back. Something doesn't seem to fit. Like there's something he neglected to mention. Wait, you saw the knife sticking out of him? Isn't his back against the wall, though? Just from that picture, I guess, it looked like he was just, like... Well, that kind of... Yeah, that was the thing I had mentioned before. Like, he was standing back, so obviously the body would fall face down. But then the body was moved to be propped against the wall. Why would the killer do that? Something he neglected to mention. I wonder if I should... Yeah. He just up and ran? Is that all he did? Excuse me? What do you mean? Okay, why are you getting defensive now? I'm asking that's all the suspect did before he left. You're sure he didn't do anything else? I would appreciate if you didn't badger him a witness, Mr. Wright. Well, then answer the question, then. But something doesn't sound right about what he said. What are you talking about? That's enough? It would be faster if you showed us what was wrong, Mr. Wright. You have evidence that shows there's a flaw with his testimony? There's a chance I can't waste. Yes, I believe there's a problem with his testimony. Very well, let's see what the defense is on his mind. What evidence contradicts the suspect's instant fleeing the crime scene? It's probably just the photo, because face down on the ground after the stab makes sense. And as a flat-edged blade, it has so much force, so obviously it'll push the victim down onto the floor, not against the wall, like a perfect 360 spin to lean against it. I believe this evidence contradicts the testimony. The crime scene photo? Mr. Oates said that the suspect fled, leaving the body on the floor. Yes, he mentioned that. He also said that he saw the murder weapon sticking out at the victim's back. However, if you look at this picture, you can't see a knife sticking out at all. How were you able to see the knife, Mr. Oates? Perhaps you saw it from a different angle. Like, what angle is that? After visiting the crime scene, I highly doubt that. The witness saw the victim from his office. This is exactly what he was seeing. And yeah, what was it? Yeah. There might have been another possibility in how he saw the knife. As the witness came to the scene, the defendant picked up the victim and propped up against the wall. If that's what happened. It's possible he was able to see the murder weapon. Mr. Oates was quite specific when he told us how the suspect left. He said, when he saw me, he ran in the hall immediately. He never mentioned the suspect propped the body against the wall. Order? This is quite true. The witness was very specific with his testimony. You respond to this, Mr. Oates. Finally, we have something to latch onto in this trial. Oh, what are you sighing about now? I'm afraid I have a confession to make. Wait, are you saying you propped it? Why? What did he say? What are you talking about? It was I. I placed the body against the wall. First question, why? Second question, also why? What? Witness, is this true? Did you place the body against the wall? Why would you do such a thing? Your Honor, surely you must understand. At odds, assistant principal? Yes, assistant principal, the most professional jobs. I could not turn a blind eye to a fallen child. Oh, you're going with that angle. I went to the body to see if he was alright. Needless to say, I knew it was too late when I saw the knife sticking out of his back. So, you went over to the victim to see if he was okay? Yeah, you both use the same exact voice. I can't how to rectify it. I don't know how to do deep voice. Yes. I saw there was nothing I could do to help. Place him against the wall. Mr. Oates. Would appreciate if you told me this ahead of time. No matter how insignificant it may seem, I need to know all the details of what happened that night. I apologize, Mr. Hawk. I won't happen again. I believe this calls for a revised testimony. Please tell us what you did when you checked on the victim. Okay, so something new, but we'll leave that for next time. So you definitely touched the body and you moved it around. The knife is also loose, as Gumshoe pointed out, so... Did you touch that? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we'll leave this off for next time. Oh boy. And I already noticing, like, I don't think the sprites have been going, like, in and out of, translucency, so I guess it was just that part of the trial that was it. Nothing else. Huh. Small hiccups. I think even, like, Turbo Substitution for my last saw, it has, like, small spriting hiccups as well. Don't know if, like, that's been updated since then. Since how long ago. That's gonna be fun to go back through, whatever, like, soon enough in the future. But that comes time for a future time. So, hope a fun time watching this as I am playing this. Hope you see you next time. The time may be, and I all hope you a fantastic day.